There we go.
Snook.
I got a snook. How about that? My first Nature Coast snook. We're not at my house. We're a long ways from my house. Got him?
This is something big. Big old redfish.
Beautiful.
Been waiting on one like that.
Beautiful. Well, you throw it in enough good places, that's what happens. I'm Ray Van Horn, and this is the Captain's Journey. Jump in the boat. Let's see what kind of fun we can have.
Let's go fishing. Come on, take a ride with me. I get on board with the Ray Van Horn. It's the Captain's Journey. Let's go fishing. Come on, take a ride with me. I get on board with the Ray Van Horn. It's the Captain's Journey.
Ray Van Horn's Captain's Journey is presented by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time.
Get on board with the Ray Van Horn. It's the Captain's Journey.
On this week's episode, we're back at the Nature Coast. And if you've been watching the show lately, you know we were back up here in the wintertime. I brought 2 suitcases full of all the clothes I had because it was freezing up here. And weather's going to be a little bit nicer, I believe. I think we're going to be in the 90s, kind of how I like it. Hopefully the weather will be good, the winds will stay down, and we'll get some great video. We're going to shoot with Captain Trey Mikell again. Great young angler, really like fishing with this kid. He's full of energy. And what I really love about this area is the diversity. It's such a vast ecosystem. There's creeks, there's rivers, there's spartina, there's marsh, there's rock grass everywhere. And when I say rock grass, that means there's rocks. We're fishing out of the 1652 aluminum Ranger again, and the Jet simply because of all the rocks. I love that little boat. It allows me to go to so many formidable places that typically, if you've got a traditional outboard, I mean, it would be a very tense situation to say the least. It's summertime, we may get a shot at a tarpon. I mean, in the middle of the tarpon migration, there's snook up here. And I've yet to catch a snook up here, but I'm really looking forward to that. Of course, there's great red fishing, trout, all the species. Because of the rock heads and the oysters, it's pretty tough to beat a topwater bait. I'm gonna fish a live target, large mullet topwater. What you think, man?
Let's give her a try from here to the woods as far as you can see them.
This bait is fantastic. When you see us walk the dog, it's a motion that's back and forth in a rhythm.
Woo! Got him.
There we go.
Sweet. Not a bad one either, is he?
How about that, Trey?
It works. It didn't take too long, did it, Mr. Ray?
No, it did.
Not a bad fish.
Not a bad one. They're all good. Some just
Come up and ate your live target too, didn't he?
yeah, buddy. We like that thing.
Like he missed it the first time. Oh, that's a long one. $25.5 probably. Nah, 24.
In the scoop, buddy.
Sweet.
Pretty good one, Trey.
Yes, sir.
Missed it the first time. I don't know, what is it, 23, 24 incher?
Yeah, about 24 incher.
Came up and missed it the first time, and by God, he said, I'm gonna get that mullet the second time.
Sweet.
Beautiful fish, brother.
Let's get another one.
All right, Rusty.
Right.
Trey, I'll tell you what, that's how it's supposed to be done. If you remember the last time we were here, it was January, and I had all the clothes I own on, and I had to borrow an extra pair of socks. It was cold, buddy. And we came up here hoping that we were going to get, you know, weather in the wintertime is what it is. And now it's Africa hot, which is kind of how I like it. And, you know, it took us, what, 4 hours, I think, last time before we ever got one like that. And here we've been here about 10 minutes. So, you know, conditions are what they are. We're back here on the Nature's Coast with Trey Mikell. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to a great day of topwater fishing. How about you, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get this out of the net.
Ray Van Horn's Captain's Journey is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. And by Mercury Marine, go boldly.
Again with Captain Trey Mikell. Now Trey is an awesome young angler, and what I really love about this area is the diversity. You've got great creek systems, spring creeks, tidal creeks. The spring creeks are great because they temperate the water because of the springs. Unfortunately, the wind is going to blow and the bay is going to be off the chart as far as trying to fish today. We're going to have to stay in the creeks, and that's the thing that's so awesome about this, is that no matter what the weather does, you've got an option.
So we need to switch sides now for a second.
Oh, I see something over there.
Yeah.
Got him? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I don't think he's real big, but he might be. He's coming to the boat hard.
He's look pretty good to me.
Slotty.
In the scoop, buddy. It's a decent fish. Look at these weird spots he's got.
I know, but there's
Got like a little parasite up there, maybe. He's happy. He's drumming.
yeah, he is.
Slot fish.
Slotty.
About a 20. Back in the pool, Elvis. Good job.
Yes, sir.
Now, even though we're in a spring creek, there's a tidal influence. And there's a small window, and you just can't go back in there with any boat. That's why I'm in the aluminum 1652. The thing's a tank. It loves rocks. It's designed for rocks. It's designed for trees. It is designed to get in super, super shallow places. And you know, if you bump into something, it's not the end of the world. And that jet drive, without that, you can't run where you want to run. You know, you have to run way out in some cases. With jet drive, if I've got that much, doesn't matter if there's rocks or not, we're gone. Now, when you're throwing a topwater bait, in the category we call these search baits, we're not really sight fishing, okay? The water's not quite clear enough, and especially in the morning with a low light angle. So you're blind casting these large topwater baits, and they're attractive to all the fish in the area. It doesn't matter if it's a large redfish or a small redfish. Catching small redfish tells you that you've got a robust population, you've got a new crop coming up, bodes well for the future. There we go. No ladyfish.
Perfect size.
Plug's bigger than he is. What were you thinking? He said, I was gonna make a meal. Make a meal out of that right there. Now that's an optimistic fish.
Last cast fish too. Gold, isn't he?
Gold as it can be. This is what he ate.
Half size of him.
I like your style, dude. Not your size, but I do like your style.
Let's sidle out of here.
It's the captain's journey.
This portion of Ray Van Horn's Captain's Journey is presented by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
Now this time of the year, you've got to look for thunderstorm activity. I mean, it's the middle of the summer. It's almost July. They've had a ton of rain up here in the past week. It's been all over the state. We've been dodging thunderstorms. Thankfully, we haven't got to deal with any thunderstorms today, but the one thing that you've got to think about are the surface temperatures. And when they've had a week of just solid 95-degree weather up here, and surface temperatures, when you get in, and you're only in a compressed amount of water, you're only in about a foot deep where we're fishing, and that surface temperature, it's 90, right at about 90 degrees all the way from the top to the bottom in that foot of water. I absolutely love topwater fishing. The visual aspect is what it is. You see all the strikes. Whenever there's snook around, if I can catch them on topwater, that's really exciting for me because it's just a crushing strike. It's so, I mean, they just kill it. Now you can target snook up here. And then when Trey hooked into one on topwater, man, that's pretty darn awesome.
Lift.
Oh, there's a good one, buddy.
Snook. Good.
Snook, giant snook.
Pretty good one.
Okay, take your time.
Look at all the fish in the pocket back behind them.
Snook in the middle of the nature coast. You're kidding me.
Pretty good one too.
Yeah, I seen him come out of the water.
He couldn't even jump all the way.
That's always a good one. You got that 15-pound leader on?
Like 30.
30, you're scaring me, bro.
Oh, getting in that fish.
That's a heck of a snook anywhere, dude.
There's about 5 more in the pocket with him right there. It's a pretty good one, and I'm sure.
That's fine as it gets right there, bro.
Let me get them pliers back.
What a beautiful snook. Got him? Look at that, sports fans. Now, we're not at my house. We're a long ways from my house. Trey, that is a beautiful fish, man.
It's a pretty good one. What is he, about 28-ish?
He's more than that. He's close to being in the slot if he's not. That is a beautiful fish. Get your whole fist in his mouth.
That
Good
worked.
job, Bubba.
That worked. Made up for something, huh?
Not so bad. Tell you, when you're throwing a large topwater, and I don't know about you, but after a while my hands get a little tired and I like to switch it up. I had just laid down my topwater rod, pick up a spinning rod and a swim bait, and that's a great 1-2 combination. No matter almost wherever you go, that's a great 1-2 punch. And I don't know if it was my first cast, might have been my second. I hook into something and I go, it's not acting a lot like a redfish. And by golly, I caught my first Nature Coast snook on a 4-inch Cal swim bait. It was pretty cool. There he is. Turn that trolling motor off. All right, Trey.
2 to 1.
Yeah, baby.
Need to be about 25 inches bigger.
Oh, shoot. Snook.
Snook.
I got a snook. How about that? Dude, I leave the Everglades and I catch a snook. How about that?
On swim bait.
Boy, is he white. Just like our beach snook back at the house. Little Nature Coast snook, man.
Yep.
Now, I'm not going to disclose the location, but we are way, way north
Of where they should be.
of where they should be. That's pretty cool. Hold on. All right. Thanks, Mr. Snook. He said, I don't care if the water's hot.
Get on board with Ray Van Horn. It's the captain's journey.
Ray Van Horn's Captain's Journey is brought to you by Power Pole, Shallow Water Anchor, Bob's Machine Shop, Go Fast, Go Shallow, Go Efficient, and by DOA, The Unfair Advantage.
This young man has got energy, okay? And he's a tournament angler. And that can be a crazy combination. Young guy, lots of energy, tournament angler. Let me tell you something. There's no wasted motion. We started out pretty much in the boat side by side. And you'll see in the footage that he just keeps sneaking forward. And next thing you know, I'm looking at the back of his head trying to make a cast. I said, hey, little room here. And that's just his competitive spirit. I was kidding him all day about it. He is a little better than this time than he was last time because, man, he is so competitive. But you know what? That's the kind of personality you got to have if you're going to be interactive with these fish with a topwater bait, because it's non-stop casting. You know, you'll go along here, catch a few small ones, and then all of a sudden, the big one shows up. You'll see in the footage, I was kidding Trey a little bit about this is going to be Trey's tiny redfish show.
Look at that little redfish.
And again, when you're blind casting, you're going to catch smaller fish, medium fish, whatever. You'll catch whatever bites.
Don't even look at him.
Bring him over on this side so the camera can see him, Trey. But he was on a roll. He'd caught 4, maybe 5 in a row, and they were all about like this.
He's 10 inches. My size.
Just like a redfish, except smaller.
That's what I was thinking, like a little redfish minnow size.
Guess he didn't want to show you that one.
Is that like 5 of them I've caught, all the little ones? We gotta do this again. These little guys.
Trey with another nice little redfish.
Don't even put that in there.
And I said, you know, you're gonna look really good in Trey's tiny redfish show.
And I'm smoking the reds though.
You're on fire. And then all of a sudden he has this monster strike. Good, what a fish.
Oh.
Take your time, take your time. You've just got to anticipate that because that's how it happens when you're making that many casts in a day.
This is something big.
All right, let me go back here and get in that.
Big old redfish. $30 plus. Need another reel after this.
Other side,
Oh,
maybe.
that's a stud.
Just take your time with it. At least the drag worked. Oh, that's the way to get him right there. Now that is a big old fish for a creek.
For a creek. He choked plug too. Look at that.
That's full grown. That is a stud.
That is a good one for a creek.
That is a big fish. That's,
31.
yeah, at 30, right at 30 or 31. Big old girl. Beautiful,
Been waiting on one like that.
beautiful. Well, you throw it in enough good places, that's what happens. Let's go ahead and bring her back here and release her and get away from this plug.
Sweet.
She should be fine. Pecks are moving. He was so happy because he said, man, can you edit out some of those small redfish now that I've got a real fish?
Oh, she's ready.
Nice. Good job, Trey.
Fine.
I said, well, maybe we can, but Hey, I don't do the editing. Good job, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
I want to thank Mike Mankey and the awesome staff at the plantation at Crystal River. Whenever we fish the Nature Coast, I don't care what part of the Nature Coast we're at, we base out of the plantation. And whether you come here to go fishing, bring your family up just for a cruise in a pontoon boat, go see the manatees, golf, volleyball, this is just a wonderful destination, and we're here a week before scallop season. So by the time you see this, scallop season is going to be in full throttle. Great place to base out of to go scalloping as well. So I highly recommend the plantation at Crystal River. I left my popping corks in the truck.
I don't need them. I know you didn't do that though. I know you brought them with you.
I got one or two in there.